I think there's a difference between revival, as we traditionally have understood it, and an awakening.
Mm-hmm.
And I had David and Tim Barton go on my television program, and they discussed the first Great Awakening, which occasioned the American Revolution. And I mean, it was a bloody time. And the actual 50% of Americans were not in favor of breaking away from the British. And out of the 50% who were in favor, there was only 25% that were motivated enough to do anything about it and actually get up and fight. And so there was a small number of people, and there was people that betrayed each other, parents that betrayed their children, turned them into the British, and it was a bad thing. But that was awakening, and it produced a good results. It created this nation, but it wasn't nice. It was messy. And then the second Great Awakening was the 1820s on up to the Civil War. And I mean, slavery became an issue, and the church led the charge on it. And they stood against slavery, but it wound up in a civil war that cost, some estimates are 675,000 American lives. Some say it could have been 700,000 to 800,000, more than all of the rest of the wars put together.
Wow.
And I mean, it was bloody. But that was a result of a great awakening. So I say all of that to say that those who think that we're going to be in a revival where everybody just comes to the Lord and our churches are packed out and our society goes back to like Leave It to Beaver and that's the way that every home is, I think it's going to be really messy. Yeah. We're going to see lots of people turn to the Lord because they're going to see the wokeness, the weirdness that's going on. We're going to have massive amounts of people coming to the Lord, but those who have rejected the Lord and have been emboldened by the way that our society has validated their lifestyles, they aren't going to give up that ground that they've gained. And it's going to be bad. I believe that there's going to be people on an individual basis that are persecuted and killed by those who come against them. And then even the government, I think, is going to really throttle Christians and come against them. And so there's going to be a lot of opposition. It's not going to be a revival. It's going to be an awakening. And who knows what the results will be, but I believe it's worth it.
Yeah.
I've had somebody say, well, this could cause another civil war. Well, do we think that the Civil War was worth the freedom that the blacks won through that? I think most people would say, well, yes, it was worth ending slavery, but man, it came at a cost. We're going to see good things happen, but it's going to come at a cost, and I don't know what that's going to be. I'm not a prophet as such, but I do believe it's going to be, it's not going to be pleasant.